Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a video from our garage and we are right now looking at my train table. And the reason why I'm doing the video here because I have a 12-volt supply that powers up the DC tracks of this train table. So we are going to see today how to test an old stereo system from 1990s to see if it powers up and if it works. So what we are testing today is stereo from 1994 3000 GT. This is the non-infinity version. I just got it and I would like to see if this powers up and if it works. So it has, these are the ports, it has it back. So this test in general can be done for any stereo system. So all we need is the right harness that goes here. So you can look them up on eBay. They are fairly cheap, under $10, and you can always get one and make sure this thing works. So I'm going to show you quickly how it works. So this is what I bought off eBay, and it says OEM harness Mitsubishi 92 up, and it has pretty much all the color code defined in the back. And here's the harness, and the cables at the back, the wires at the back, they already come as spliced, so you don't have to do much, just pull it out. And the best way to test it is to power it up. And this is my 12-volt supply, DC supply, that I use for my train tracks to power up this train table. So I'm going to use that same. The pink wire is ground and the orange one has 12-volt supply. And if you look at this, usually you'll find this information on the back of the packet of the harness. So as per those instructions, the red one is the 12-volt. It says, if you can see, it says 12-volt power, and the yellow one is basically it goes directly to the battery. This is for remembering your stereo code. Since we're just testing it, I'm just gonna short these two so it can get the 12-volt needed. So once the yellow one gets disconnected, so basically you'll have to enter your stereo code again. It's directly wired to the battery. So I'm just short circuiting these two, and I'm going to connect this with my power supply. So the positive will get connected to connected here, and the black, which is negative, you can just ground it. You can just connect to the body of the stereo. Okay, so I'm going to quickly make these connections. This is the orange one. Let's just connect it here, just for a quick test to make sure the unit powers up and works. Okay, this is done. Now I'm gonna turn it around and connect it here. Okay, and this is the ground. So I'm gonna connect it to, let me bring this closer. How can I make it close? Okay, this one, yes, you can see it like this. And this one I'm gonna just connect it to the body of the stereo. And that's all you need to do. So I'm gonna turn up the power supply. It has full 12 volts DC. As you can see, my train table is all lit up, and I have 12-volt DC, and the system powers on. And I didn't try pressing these. It looks like it's working. I don't know. I can see it's working, it's powering up. As you can see, I've got power in all those equalizer, and that's how you test it, and then power off. So it looks like this particular stereo that I bought for my 3000 GT is in good working condition. So I'm gonna go and install it and replace the aftermarket one that looks terribly ugly. So that's how you test it. Take the red wire that needs 12 volts power from the ignition, connect it to the 12 volt supply on the harness, and the yellow one, which is usually for connecting to the battery to remember your security code. Short them both, connect the 12 volt supply, and ground it and with the negative, and then you're done. You can test it. All right. Thank you.